Hello everybody, you know the drill by now, right? My name is Tallara and welcome back to our Let's Play series of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Shulk doesn't look so excited, but I'm very excited to be back here today, and in Chapter 12. As you can see, we are in Hidden Machina Village, which was a huge plot twist for us to uncover last day. Basically, there is life on Mechonis. Not all Mechon are evil, and well, we've actually made some friends right here in this village. They're helping out Fiora because she's having trouble adjusting to her new partly mechanical body. And so we've been tasked with going to recover a part to aid her in her recovery process. The party needs to find a piezoelectric unit so that Fiora's body can be repaired. The most likely place to find one is Digit 5 Beach on the Fallen Arm. So, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna head outside the village. Hello.
Welcome.
I have a little sister, you know. We're close. We even help each other out with work. I'll bet you don't know any sisters that are as close as we are. That's a weird thing to say to a stranger you just met. I'm glad you and your sister are close, I guess. These burials are fun. Come on, everyone, get to it. Huh?
Hi there.
There are some weirdos in the village. People who collect stuff up, and people who keep on saving lives. There's no point to any of it. If it's pointless, just bury it. Okay, apparently there's a lot of weird people outside the village. Between the girl who decided that her first words to me would be bragging about her sister, to the guy out here who's bragging about how much he loves burials, maybe we'll just keep moving, will we? Clearly, anywhere outside of the Machina village, you don't know what you're gonna get. But regardless, I am very excited to explore more. This is giant Mechon debris right here. So cool. This is such a cool area. It's very tropical, it's very beach-like. We've got so much just like random debris and machinery around that's presumably fallen from the Mechonis all the way up there. This is just such a cool area. And then it looks like this is the way we need to go to get to the beach. Before we're gonna get there, though, we've got to get rid of the scout unit prototype. Who's gonna rat us out to the other Mechon? Oh, I can't catch up to him in time. Dang. Alright, guess we're gonna have to fight them all. Welcome to Digit 1 Crevasse. We're basically at the toes of the Mechonis right now, hence the name Digits. So that's kind of cool. Apparently a lot of scrap, when it falls off the Mechonis, it lands on the toes, meaning it's a great place to look for loot and other miscellaneous things, such as the part that Fiora needs. We learned on the last episode that when Fiora was taken by the Mechon, she was basically experimented upon and given a new body. She's mostly metal now, but unfortunately the way they designed her was only to be used in a metal face machine, so when she's outside the machine she has a lot of trouble. They did some testing and they figured out the issue is that she apparently doesn't have a circulatory system anymore, which, you know, for a human is a big deal. That seems to be mitigated when she's inside one of the giant robots, but when she's out and about on her own, she's going to have trouble breathing and trouble moving. So that's why this part is so important, because it's basically going to act as a replacement for her normal bodily systems.
No, that's not it at all.
So, I guess, so are these the toes? These big things on the side? Looks like we're gonna have to go for a little swim if we want to get over to Digit 5. This is Digit 1. So we gotta go all the way to the other side of the foot. Hopefully everyone's down for a little swimming. Honestly, if we were gonna swim in any water, this looks to be it. It looks to be nice, fresh, salty water. It is raining, but hey, why does that matter? We're already wet. Presumably it's warm here because of the tropical-like climate, so I'm just going to assume that Shulk and Co. are having a really nice, warm, tropical rain swim right now. And on the way, we'll pick up whatever items we see. Ooh, we got a bit of lightning back there in the distance. Be careful you guys don't get fried. There are lots of Mechon patrolling the beaches down here, which we were warned there would be. So we're gonna have to be careful. There's the M87 prototype, there's worker bee units, there's scout units. I think we're gonna be able to get around these ones, so we're gonna have to fight here. Once we get Fiora back up in tip-top shape, I'm definitely looking forward to learning even more about the Machina people if we can. We learned a little bit from their chief on our last episode. Agiel, the guy in the giant golden Mechon, who claims to be the leader of Mechonis, he's actually the chief's son. He is a Machina originally from this village. The Machina live extremely long lifespans. They've been living for thousands of years. So long, in fact, that they remember when the Mechonis and the Bionis were fighting each other. And apparently he's harbored a grudge that long. That's right. Agiel's grudge has been like 5,000 years in the making. And at this point, he can't be stopped or dissuaded. So the chief's actually asked us to kill his son because he thinks it's the only way. Dark, but perhaps necessary. Regardless, here's Digit 5 Beach. We went from 1 to 5. We must have went around the back of the foot. Let's get rid of these guys and then we can pick up our item. We got the M87 prototype and the M56 prototype here. Ouchie. Leave me alone. That's right. We will make our own future. The futures that Shulk sees definitely act as a warning. They're helpful in their own way, but we're never going to rely on them because we carve our own path. And our path that we're carving today leads right through these Mechon. Uh-oh. I think we drew the attention of... Oh no! A unique monster level 58?! Okay, this could be a problem. Everything was going A-okay until this flying Mechon appeared basically out of nowhere. He might ruin our day. Dunban, I'm gonna need you to pull aggro. Oh, Dunban's dead. Yeah, no, this is bad. This is so bad. Everything was A-okay until we suddenly got ambushed by the splendid Botes, the level 58 unique Mechon that's apparently just roaming Digit 5 Beach here. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's try that again. Okay, second time around was much more successful. We were able to pick up the piezoelectric unit without drawing the attention of that unique monster. So now we can go back to the Machina village. I'm just wondering, can we actually swim around this way? There might have been two ways to get to Digit 5 Beach, which I suppose makes sense. If you're thinking of a foot, you can kind of go around from the left or you can go around to the right. So let's swim over this way and see if it'll actually lead us back to the village. It is the middle of the night. It is 5 a.m., but time doesn't sleep when you're trying to save a friend. We've made it to what's called the Ether Exhaust System, which appears to be locked. Interesting. Maybe we can't get back to Machina Village from here after all. No, I think if we keep swimming. In the words of a very wise fish, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yeah, here we go. Here's another beach, and actually up ahead looks to be a heart-to-heart area, which we will check out after we get rid of this piranha that decided to hunt us down. Goodness. This guy really came for us, but I suppose that's a piranha's thing, right? They smell blood, they smell lunch, and they lock in. Alright, here is our heart-to-heart event. We do not have the required affinity between Ricky and Melia for that one. Oh, this is the little beach where Ricky, Melia, and Dunban were after they fell from up above. I see. So this really did just loop around into one big circle. I got it. So if we go through this little pipe now, we should head back to the village. The sooner we can get Fiora back up on her feet, the sooner she can help us. She has said that she wants to fight alongside us. She doesn't want to be a burden. Not that she would anyway. But I think having a half mechanical party member will certainly be an awesome addition to the team. I have a feeling Fiora won't go down easy, seeing as she's literally made of metal. She'll probably be a great asset to the team. Looks like there's a couple of quests we can pick up here now in the Mechon village as well, so let's do that.
Welcome.
Oh no, what can I do? This is so embarrassing. I can't just stand here all day. Sounds like you've got a problem. Well, Shulk, is this our cue? Yep, we should do whatever we can. Oh, sorry, did you hear me speaking to myself there? Then I suppose there's no point in hiding it. It's my house door. It's broken. I just can't seem to open it, and now I can't get back inside. I'm pretty good at fixing things, but I haven't got the parts I need. I know. Could I ask you to help? I just need you to find the parts. How about it? Okay, we can do that. We've actually already found some of the parts, so we've got a head start here. Really? Could you be quick? I'll stay here and think about how best to fix it. No problem. Leave it to me. Very good, Shulk. Let's get this sorted out. Yeah. Alright, well, next time we're outside the village, we'll keep an eye out for those parts that she needs, so we can help the poor gal open up the door to her house. First, though, we need to go see Fiora. I'm back. I've got the part.
How are you?
How did it go? Did you find the unit? I sure did. Here you go. You've given the piezoelectric unit to Lanata. Fiora should be okay now.
I think we found it. Is this the piezoelectric unit?
Yes, that's it. Well done.
Leonarda, will Fiora be okay now?
She'll be fine. It will just take me a little time to reconfigure and install the unit. Leave it to me. You get some rest.
But...
Shulk, do you want her to see you looking exhausted when she wakes up?
You're right. I'll try and get some rest. Thank you for everything you're doing.
By the way...
Yes?
The chief says he wants to speak with you. I think it's about Egil.
I'll go and see him. He wants Egil stopped. And so do we. But I need to sleep on it.
Good. You mustn't overburden yourself. We will help you in any way we can.
Thank you.
Alright, well there you have it. Shulk's been ordered on bed rest, and hopefully we will get some more information about Egil from the chief. Before we go speak with him though, Shulk was serious about needing to sleep on it. So it looks like quarters maybe have been prepared for us out here. It's very nice of them.
Welcome.
You must be tired. Please feel free to use this room. Would you like to take a rest? Absolutely. It has been a long day. We started this day by falling however many hundreds of feet from the sword connecting the Mechonis and the Bionis down here to the Mechonis foot. So how we even survived that fall is something else. Then everyone sort of had really heart-to-heart emotional moments, which also take a toll. It's hard to open up. Then we had to trudge all the way here after getting the party back together, where we got hit with plot twist after plot twist. I bet the whole group is physically and mentally exhausted after the day they've had. So you know what? Taking a rest does sound like a great idea. Looks like another beautiful day here in Mechon Village. And now we'll go speak to the chief.
How are you? Sleep well?
Yes, very well. I wanted to, talk about your son.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. We agree with you. Egil must be stopped. But we can't act now.
Oh? Why's that?
Before we came here, we heard of plans to form an allied force on Bionis. Any day now, they're going to launch an attack on Mechonis. But it's too dangerous. Egil has made a weapon that could kill us all.
The weapon that Mumkar was using? The one that shoots green fluid?
He said it can decompose any being from Bionis.
We have to go back and warn them, before it's too late.
Oh, what the heck?
Well, you could always ask me to do it.
There's a familiar face.
What are you doing here?
Dixon knows about the Machina village? This guy's got a lot of explaining to do.
Why? This place is directly below the fortress. If you fell from up there, I figured you must have ended up here. And Bob's your uncle.
You're looking well, Dixon.
Ah, I see you're looking like your usual old self.
You know each other?
Kinda.
I scratch his back. He scratches mine. He tells us about the outside world, and we give him technology and information.
Why did you keep that to yourself? That information is vital to all who fight Mechonis.
Not all of us Homs are good people. What would happen if the Mechonis-hating types found this place? These Machina cut themselves off from the world to get away from pointless fighting.
So they escaped to live in peace. Somewhere they wouldn't be seen. Makes sense.
Clever little crown princess, ain't ya?
So this is where you obtained all that stuff you brought back to Colony 9. I wondered where you were getting it from.
I thought it was fine as long as it helped Shulk out at the lab. I guess the secret's out now. So, that weapon. How dangerous are we talking about?
I haven't discovered why, but it disintegrates anything it touches. But only if it's living tissue from Bionis.
Bet that would come in handy.
Dixon!
I'm only joking. Anyway, for now, just don't let any of it touch you. I'll come up with something to counter it. Leave it with me and I'll keep you posted. You lot go and take care of that Eagle or whatever his name is. If you take him down, the Allied force might not even be needed.
Okay. Let me think about it for a bit.
Well, we've known for a while that Dixon knew more than he was letting on. Through some of the comments he made, he had mentioned he had been hiding stuff from the group. We still don't have all the answers, like how he knows about the Machina village and how he knows the chief, but at least something's been uncovered. Dixon's been here before, so he knew the truth of life on Mechonis.
Fiora.
Regardless, let's see how Fiora's feeling.
Ain't made your mind up yet?
Dixon, listen.
Dunban told me all about it. The goal of your mission. So, you wanted to avenge Fiora.
Yes.
But you found her alive. And now you've got her back. So, you're all done now, ain't you?
What are you fighting for, Dixon?
Me? He just gets right under my skin. That Egil guy.
Because he's trying to exterminate the Homs.
There's that. But that ain't everything. It's his hatred for the Bionis. Or more like his aim to wipe out everything that lives on the Bionis. I'll tell you one thing. That Bionis allied force is coming together quicker than I thought.
Really?
Yep. That high-end-tier prince is really moving things along.
Will they launch an attack on Mechonis?
Of course. But it looks like the prince has got another plan. He gave me a message for you. When the Allied force attacks Mechonis, you don't need to join the fight. He wants you to take advantage of the chaos and do what it is you need to do.
Prince Callian said that.
I was pretty surprised too. He looks like a sissy, but he's got guts.
Yeah. I think that's the type of man he is.
So, what are you gonna do? He wanted me to let him know.
We're going to the Mechonis capital.
You're gonna take down Egil?
I don't know. I can't forgive the Mechon for what they've done. But after listening to Mechon, I think there might be another way.
You're too soft.
Do you really think that?
Too right. He's the self-proclaimed leader of Mechonis. I heard about what he did to the Monado. If you face him, it might get eaten up. But you have to throw everything at him, even if there's only a slim chance of winning. Hesitate for 1 second, and you're a goner.
We won't let Shulk die. Not ever.
Fiora, are you okay to be walking around?
Yep. I have to hand it to her. That Lenada's pretty good. And not just with machines. She's also quite familiar with organic physiology.
You went to get the things you needed to cure me, right? I'm sorry I caused all this hassle. But I'm fine now. I'll be by your side, fighting to protect you. No matter where we go, no matter how difficult it gets, Shulk will do the right thing. It doesn't matter how slim our chances. Shulk will always stick to the right path.
And don't forget, it's because of Shulk that we are all here, fighting together. I think that shows he has a strong character. Am I wrong, Dixon?
Well, when I think about everything you lot have done, I can't deny that.
Dixon, we're going to the Mechonis capital. About the Allied force.
Yeah, leave it to me. I ain't gonna let anything happen to the colony. Those Mechon won't get away with anything else.
Well, there you have it. We've got our next objective. We are going to go to the Mechon capital and face Egil. Whether we're going to kill him like the chief asked or find another way like Shulk alluded to remains to be seen. But we've got our objective. We're going.
Yes. Thank you for all your help.
You might run into someone called Vinaya in the capital. Just mention my name, she'll lend a hand.
Vinaya?
Is she a Machina as well?
She's my daughter. She won't be far from Egil.
Oh, interesting.
Hold on. You mean she's Egil's sister?
You've got it, lad.
And you say she'll help us?
The girl doesn't want to hurt Egil, but she doesn't like what he's doing. She should be a big help to you young'uns.
I don't know why she'd help us, but we'll try and find her when we get there.
Good luck.
Fiora, don't forget. I've only made temporary repairs. I think you should be able to fight, but don't overdo it. Come and see me the moment you experience any further system failure.
I will. Thank you.
In the meantime, I'm hoping I'll find a way to restore your former body.
Is that possible?
Theoretically, it might be possible to use your genetic information to regenerate your missing organs. Sorry, it's unfair for me to give you hope. To be honest, there's very little chance. But if there's even the slightest possibility, I'll have to try.
Thank you, Lenada.
Fiora.
Don't make that face. Okay, let's go.
Dixon, why are you being creepy?
Go, kid. I'm counting on you and the Monado. Don't let me down, Shulk.
You probably could have said that to our faces instead of saying it from all the way over there behind a shipping container, but anyway. I'm not sure why Fiora would want her old body back anyway. I get it, it must be weird to be half Mechon, but come on, she's got a really cool mechanical body. Why would you give that up? Now, is this the face of Egil?
Why did that face betray me?
Looks like it.
And that light?
This is what he looks like outside his big robot body.
That is not possible. It must have been remnants of memories from her former life that made me lose control. Memories. They are what limited the potential of Metalface as well. I now know that I must erase every last trace of what they once were. All my servants need is the instinct to fight. This Hom's female. She was with the boy who wields the Monado. the light of her memory. It shines strongly in this one. Bring me face 20814.
Wait a minute.
So it
Charla?
is this male. The boy Shulk remains a thorn in my side. I will enjoy watching my minion crush him.
I've
Be
got
still,
a
my
bad
servant.
feeling about
I
this.
see that your memories cause you much suffering.
Remember, Charla lost her fiancé to the Mechon. We assumed he was dead, but we never found a body. Egil's comments there makes me think I know what happened to him.
Shulk, take this.
What is it?
There's a path leading from the base of Digit 2 to the foot of the Mechonis. This is the security key to the door that seals the path. We who live in the village don't have any need for it, but it will be invaluable to you.
We're in your debt, Linada.
Shulk, Fiora, take care on your journey.
We will.
Linada, thank you for everything.
Alright, now that Fiora's in fighting shape, I definitely want to add her into the party to see what she's capable of. I hate to rub salt into the wound of poor Melia by not only Shulk being reunited with his former love, but now her getting replaced in the party with her feels like major salt in the wound. I'm sorry, Melia, but I need to see what Fiora is capable of, so let's configure her abilities, take a look at her stats, and see how we can best use her. Alright, I've done some tweaks to the party, and now Shulk, Fiora, and Dunban are ready to head out. That's right, the Colony 9 squad is back together. It's basically a big family reunion. Childhood friends and lovers, Shulk and Fiora, brother and sister, Fiora and Dunban, mentor and mentee, Dunban and Shulk. It's basically just one big triangle of relationships from Colony 9. Very excited to see how Fiora's going to do in battle. It seems to me from a quick review of her skills that she's going to be very similar to Shulk, and that she's going to be a high DPS melee combat specialist. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, there's so many characters in our party now. We can do a ton of mixing and matching to kind of figure out the optimal setup. But for right now, I definitely want to try out Fiora, and the thought of Fiora, Shulk, and Dunban all together fighting is very cool. So as we're heading through the field here, we will pick up all the parts that we need for that poor girl who is trying to fix her door back in Machina Village. I also picked up one other quest before we left the village. Apparently there's something called Mechon memory crystals scattered out around the field. Apparently these house the memories of some of the Machina's ancestors, so by collecting them we can learn more about them. So that's what we're going to do. We're not only picking up parts for that broken door, we're also going to see if we can help out the Machina with restoring some of their people's history. To do that, we're going to have to take out a lot of the Mechon that are just wandering around here. So the issue, of course, with fighting a ton of Mechon is that, for the time being, Shulk is the only one doing any damage until we do Monado Enchant. And now everyone else is able to damage Mechon with their regular weapons. But not being able to get that off at the very beginning of the battle can sometimes be very detrimental. I think we might be alright here. Luckily, this swarm of Mechon that we attracted aren't particularly dangerous or high level. But it's something that I gotta keep in mind, because honestly, I even forget sometimes. Like, I'm sure there's been a couple of battles, even in this episode, where you might have noticed, hey Tip, no one's doing any damage to the Mechon? I'm like, oh yeah, oopsie daisies. Gotta make sure we get that Monado Enchant. As I've talked about many a time in this series so far, one of the things I love about Xenoblade Chronicles is its very complex battle system, but that of course leads to some opportunities where you forget some of the mechanics and it leads to your downfall. So you've always got to be on your toes around here. But there you have it. Shulk, Dunban, and Fiora took down their first squad of Mechon. So far, so good. We'll grab all of our treasure. Looks like the next part we need is actually down here on this M35 prototype. So the battle is not over yet. It would be a shame if we went and left the Machina village without helping that lady get back into her house. So at the very least, I want to finish that quest. That one just feels important, you know? Alright, we're melting through these Mechon because I was able to get Monado Enchant up at the very beginning.
Should be okay if we fight like this.
There we go. Is that everything we need? I think it is. Awesome. Well, before we go, I'm just looking at the map here. It looks like there's a heart-to-heart area just up here on the right. Let's go check it out and see what it is and if it's something that we can access right now or something we'll have to come back to later. Oops, wrong button. Yeah! Alright, let's see what we got here. This is digit 1. There's a heart-to-heart here between Fiora and Melia. Ooh, I would love to see what those two girls have to talk about. Unfortunately, they need max affinity for us to be able to witness that heart-to-heart, so nothing we can do about that right now. We will leave it be. Ew, there's just gross ant spider things up here, so we're also going to leave those be. Alright. We can just fast travel back to the village so we can help out that lady. Let's do that. Save a little time. Fast travel back to Junks. Hello there. I think we've got everything you need to fix your door.
Welcome.
Great, you got everything I need. Thanks for your help. Now I can finally fix my door and get back into my house. I'm glad everything worked out. Yeah, I'm glad too. I can get back to work now that I can get into my house again. My big sister collected up some scrap for me to repair. The work's really been piling up. Looks like I'd better get cracking. Alright, home sweet home for that Machina. We gave Rizaka the items to fix her door and she can get back into her house now. We got 8,500 experience points, 11,500 coin, and a physical defense down 4 crystal. So those are fantastic rewards, don't mind if I do. Alright, so now we can get back to where we need to be going, which if we check the area map, we can get a better idea of where that's supposed to be. Okay, so they want us to go to the Fallen Arm on the upper level. So it's probably fastest if we fast travel to here? Let's see. No, not really. We're just gonna have to go back the way we came. Okay, well, I tried to cut down on travel time, but that's okay. Luckily, this is a really nice area. I mean, as is every area in this game. So we'll get some nice scenic views as we travel. So looks like we've got to go from the toes onto the foot, and then we're going to go up through the leg, and that's how we're going to get back into the main body of the Mechonis to be able to get to the capital city. To do that, we need to go back across the Mechon field here. And then I think we're going over there? No, that's like an empty junction. Not sure where we're going, but that's why we have the mini-map. It'll never lead us astray. When in doubt, believe in the mini-map.
Me too, Fiora. Born in the world of everyone, let's go!
Oh, who else wants to fight us? Whoa, how in the world did those Mechon down here see us? They saw us from so far away. That's crazy. Alright, well, we're getting attacked by a whole squad of Mechon basically out of nowhere. Don't love that. Get Monado Enchant up immediately. Because I see impending visions of Dunban's death. Ah! Luckily, none of these guys are particularly strong either, so we should be able to take them down without too much issue. Yay, Shulk, go you. Now that's an iconic voice line from Fiora. Is that the official tagline of Xenoblade Chronicles now? I think it really sums up the game pretty succinctly. Yay, Shulk, go you. What else do you need to know about the plot of Xenoblade Chronicles? That about sums it up. Alright, this guy's gonna call even more of his friends. So let's stop him before he does that. Alright, there we go. Everyone is very close to leveling up. We are inches away on that experience bar from level 54, which is nice. Looks like we're kind of going back the way that we went to get to digit 5, but rather than turning right at the end of this fjord up here, we're going to be turning left, so. Time to swim! I wonder how hard it is to swim when you're made of 80% metal. Presumably Fiora is very dense, so it's probably hard for her to float, but at the same time, I guess her body is probably stronger than a Hom's body. So maybe she has the required strength to propel herself through the water. Regardless, she's swimming back there with what looks like ease, so I'm not too worried about her. Grab any items we see on the way. I feel like every time we've gone swimming through this little channel, it's also been raining. But that's the beauty of a tropical climate, right? You never know when a short little rainstorm is going to happen. As long as it's warm, it's not usually a big deal. Alright, so now we're going this way. Across this little bridge here. Picking up sour turnips as we go. Ew. And here is a connecting bridge, which looks to be guarded by these security units. We've got the offensive security unit and the offensive seeker unit ready to ambush us. Red and blue. Nothing our team can't handle, though. There's one. There's two. And hey, Dunban and Shulk got to level 54. Very nice. Now, I believe this was called the connecting bridge. Connecting one toe to another, I guess. That's how it got its name. And up ahead, we do have a strong monster, the level 57 M85 Meteor Artillery. Wow. That is quite the name, to be honest. Luckily, it's only him, though. So yes, he's a higher level than us. But I think we might be okay because we're not being outnumbered or overwhelmed. Yay, Shulk, go you! We got this. Right, there's Monado Enchant. Now, Dunban, I need you to grab aggro, please. Did I say Shulk? I meant Dunban. Words are hard when you're trying to stay alive. Thank you. It is not over. Come on, keep it up. There we go. It's less than 50% HP. Let's finish this off with a chain attack. Alright, Shulk, Stream Edge. Dunban, Steel Strike. This is Fiora's first time in a chain attack. We're gonna do Cross Impact, which gets Daze and 11,000 damage. I like it. Down goes the Meteor Artillery, and Fiora has joined us at level 54. Congrats, Fiora. So far, so good with our new squad of Dunban, Fiora, and Shulk. Now we have officially unlocked all of the party members in Xenoblade Chronicles. Fiora was the last to join us, so I feel like I'm okay to ask this question. What is your guys' favorite party combination in Xenoblade Chronicles? Now that we can talk about all of the potential party members openly without any spoilers for anyone watching, what is your go-to 3 of heroes in this game? I'd love to hear your choices. Now, not only are we fighting a Mechon, there's also a Lillipegopetrix. Oh no, and then there's more Mechon who got summoned in. What looked to be a really easy regular battle is sort of, spiraling out of control. Okay, we are being completely overwhelmed. There are too many monsters. This is not going good. Wow. That's the thing about this game. Sometimes things look to be just very simple overland encounters, end up becoming a lot more than that when reinforcements get summoned. Holy moly, we got absolutely outnumbered in a matter of seconds. This is not good. Not the energy shot. Uh oh, that looks painful. Sunbag, get up. It's too late for me, though. At least take down one with me before we go. Nice. I got my dying wish. I took one down with me, but unfortunately we're gonna have to come back and try that again. Alright, second time was indeed the charm, because this time I wasn't taken for surprise when that one lone Mechon called in all those reinforcements. So all is well, and now we can keep moving down this area. It is a beautiful night here. Oh my goodness. I say that and immediately turns daytime, but the sky is just absolutely breathtaking. Alright, I think we're getting close to our destination, and it looks like there's a lot of Mechon here, set up to try to stop us from coming this way. Including ones who like to call for reinforcements, like this guy. It's the same guy that was on the path down there. I guess this type of Mechon, whatever type it is just programmed to immediately call for reinforcements whenever it sees any sort of danger, which I mean is not even bad programming. Just annoying for me. Alright, finally get Monado Enchant in. That took way too long. Let's get some hits in, guys. Don't worry, Dunban. I'm not gonna let that energy shot kill you because I'm gonna heal you. Alright, 2 left. Three left. Now 2 left. Thanks, guys. I think we took down the big guys, though. It's just these little worker bees, if you will. They're literally called worker bees, but I can see where they got their names, because even just looking at them, the name worker bee comes to mind. They just buzz around and try to do their jobs. I mean, like all of us, right? The Mechon are just trying their best, just like you and me.
But we mustn't be careless.
Alright. It's another squad taken down. We will take our hard-earned loot as we approach level 55. Beautiful music as we get to Digit 2 Plane. I love the seagulls you can hear in the background. If there wasn't the whole, you know, Mechon trying to destroy all of life on Bionis thing hanging over our heads. This would be a great place to vacation. Maybe one of these days, once Egil and his Mechon army have been put down, Shulk and Co can come back here and spend some time at the Machina village and have a much-earned vacation. I think that would be fantastic. For now, though, we've got lots to do before we can even think about a vacation. And we are almost up to the Mechon leg that we need to ascend. A beautiful view of the ocean. Those white puffy clouds. Mechonis itself off in the distance. High up above us. Look at that. Wow. That is spectacular. Full view of the Mechonis and its sword. Yep. This is a journey worth bringing a camera on, and guess what? Nobody packed a camera. That's why I need to do all I can to draw attention to these beautiful sights, because clearly Shulk and Co aren't doing anything about it. Alright, we made it to the rotating bulkhead, which we can now get through. Literally, where are we going? Like, headed right out on its toes. How do we get up to the Mechon from here?
Bionis and Mechonis.
Oh, it's so different, seeing them from this kind of perspective.
We cannot see it from here, but our people are still fighting up there.
It's difficult to believe that two such huge things ever fought each other. I wonder how the Machina felt at the time.
Must have been horrible.
Scary too.
Fear robs us of reason. Out of fear, we commit terrible atrocities and call them acts of self-preservation.
As
Fear
usual,
gives rise to more
very,
fear.
very wise words from
A
Dunban.
never-ending circle of hatred.
Perhaps that circle can be broken.
Fear. It must be what's driving this. What's made Egil act this way.
Oh.
Not sure what that was about, Fiora. Anyway, doesn't look like anyone else saw it except us, so we're gonna keep moving for the time being and figure out what's going on with Fiora's evil red eyes at a later date. Alright, so, oh, I see. So we walked all the way from the foot, which was kind of submerged in water, across sort of the shin, and now we're at the leg of the Mechonis. Interesting. Alright, so luckily we didn't have to actually physically walk across that bridge. The game just spit us out on the other side. But here on the other side, we can now see a stunning view of the Bionis, the creature we call home, partially obscured by cloud. So cool. Alright, we've got a long climb up. We climbed from the Bionis foot all the way up to its head. And I guess we're gonna have to do something similar over here on the Mechonis. Hopefully the capital of the Mechon isn't all the way up on the head. It would be much more easy for us if it was at, like, the hip, maybe the stomach. I guess we'll find out. Either way, wow. Right away, Mechonis looks much different than the Bionis. I see no organic life here. This thing is just one big machine. Very cool. We pick up this item and have a vision. Ryan says, that's the second retro diode. Man, I can't wait to see the looks on the faces in Colony 6. Oh, interesting. Colony 6 wants some kind of items that we find here? Alright, we'll keep a lookout. For now, welcome to Mechonis Field, at the leg or the shin of the Mechonis.
We're inside the Mechonis.
Just how I imagined it. It's all totally mechanical. It ain't gonna be easy getting up this thing.
Egil is at the top.
Alright, we've got no choice but to start going up. think we'll call it a day here, folks. Another exciting day here in Xenoblade Chronicles, full of scenic views, adventure, and fun battles. I really hope you're enjoying the series so far. We are definitely heading towards the end game now, and so many more twists and turns await us in the story. So I really hope I'll see you guys back here soon as we continue our adventure through this beautiful game. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching.